Assalamualaikum. Hi guys. Let's continue with the preparation of aldehydes and ketones for this video. In this video, you are going to learn how to prepare the carbonyl compounds through three reactions. The first one is oxidation of alcohol. The second one is Friedel-Crafts acylation. This is where we are going to specifically prepare aromatic ketone. And the last one is ozonolysis of alkene. Let's go with the first one, oxidation of alcohol, where when you want to do the oxidation, you have to use oxidizing agent. To prepare aldehydes, this is what we are going to recap based on chapter 8. Aldehyde can be prepared by using the oxidation of primary alcohol by using weak or mild oxidizing agent. This is what you have used before, PCC. The name is pyridinium chlorochromate in dichloromethane, CH2Cl2. So when the question asks you how to write the reagents, you can write it as PCC in CH2Cl2. The equation you have to write starting from primary alcohols plus PCC. Above the arrow you got CH2Cl2 to get the aldehyde. So what you change here is the functional group from hydroxyl, you change it to carbonyl. This is a reaction that is very exclusive when you use PCC in order to convert primary alcohol to aldehyde. You only use the weak oxidizing agent. Because this reaction, it will not continue to proceed to form carboxylic acid. Next one, we have preparation of ketones. This is where we are going to oxidize secondary alcohols, but this time using strong oxidizing agent. So the reagents is acidified KMnO4, or you can write it down as KMnO4, H+. The condition is hot. So in the reaction also, you can replace KMnO4, our oxidizing agent, with potassium dichromate or sodium dichromate or chromic acid. So these four can be used as oxidizing agent. So basically, what you have here, all of these are secondary alcohol. But the difference, you use different oxidizing agent, and then H+ above the arrow. Below the arrow, you got the heat, our condition. So what you change here, the functional group OH, hydroxyl, change to C double bond O, carbonyl. And then don't forget, you got the side product, which is H2O. And then, when you want to record the observation, if you got the product, it shows positive result. So, the purple color of KMnO4 solution turn colorless. But if you use dichromate, either potassium dichromate or chromic acid, both of the color changes can be shown based on positive result. Using orange color, solution turn green. Next one, we have Friedel-Crafts acylation. This is very specific to form or to prepare aromatic ketone. This is what you've learned so far from chapter 6, a good method to prepare aromatic ketone. What does it mean by aromatic ketone? It means that you have C double bond O attached to alkyl group and directly attached to the aromatic ring or benzene ring. So this is what we call as aromatic ketone. So after this, kalau saya sebut pasal aromatic ketone, aromatic aldehyde, just remember it must be attached the functional group to the benzene ring directly. Dalam Friedel-Crafts acylation, the reagents that you have to use is acyl halide with Lewis acid. So it depends on which halogen that you want to use. It must be the same for this X. And then, in this reaction, what you will do is electrophilic aromatic substitution, where you substitute hydrogen from the benzene ring, any of it, with acyl group. For example, I have this one. So in order for me to substitute, let's say I have this side with hydrogen. Pick any hydrogen that you want from the benzene, and then I got my acyl group, which is this one, carbon double bond O, CH3. So I'm going to detach the bond here and substitute acyl group with hydrogen. Make sure you bond it to carbon double bond O and then your CH3 plus with the side product is HCl. So this is my product, and I got my aromatic ketone here. This one. Let's try another example. This one, I got my benzene reacts with my SK halide. I'm going to substitute hydrogen from any of it. Let's say I'm going to substitute this hydrogen with my acyl group, this one. So the benzene ring comes together. So I'm going to split this bond and substitute the acyl group to the hydrogen from the benzene. So this is my aromatic ketone, and then I got my side product, which will be HCl. So settle for this reaction. Next, we go for the last reaction to prepare the aldehyde or ketone. We are going to use ozonolysis of alkene. This is what you are going to recap from chapter 5. Ozonolysis of alkene can produce aldehydes and ketones. It depends on which kind of alkene that you have. So ozonolysis is where you break the double bond, and once you break the double bond, you are going to form carbonyl compound at the carbon double bond. So the reagents that you have to use is in 2 steps. The first one is ozone, and the second one, either you want to use zinc with water or dimethyl sulfide. So let's try a few examples. So what I have here is example 5A. What I'm going to do, I got my alkene and then reacts with 2 steps of ozonolysis. I'm going to do the oxidative cleavage here, and then what we have to do, we are going to split. Let's say when I give the numbering, this is first, second, third and fourth. So the product will be 2 of it. The first one at the second carbon, and the second one is at the third carbon. We are going to add double bond O. So let's keep it as it is. For example, carbon number 2, you have CH3 attached to CH3, and then this one, 2 more, you have to bond it to double bond O. And then plus, this is carbon number 3, you have double bond O, and then H attached to CH3. So you got 2 products of carbonyl compounds. This is ketone, this is aldehyde. Next one, we have this structure. Jangan takut bila tengok ada cyclic, because what we are going to focus based on this double bond. So this double bond, you are going to break it and make it one single line. So in one single line, this bond will be broken by using oxidative cleavage. So I'm going to start by give the numbering so that you can see it very clear. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from the first carbon, you have C double bond O. So this is the first carbon, and then at the first carbon you also got CH3. So I'm going to put at the left CH3, and at the right make it attached to the fourth carbon. It will be CH2, and then attached to the third carbon CH2 again. So see, this is a fourth carbon, this is the third carbon, and the last one will be end with the second carbon. So you got carbon double bond O, and then you got one more, which is hydrogen. So this will be your carbon yang ada double bond 1, 2. Apabila kita split oxidative cleavage, 1 and 2 mesti berada dekat hujung. So you got your structure for the product. So I hope you are clear how to prepare the carbonyl compounds. Kita ada 3 sahaja reaction, dan basically semua ni dalam chapter yang previous one. Kita just recap semula sahaja. So that's it from me. I will see you in the next video. Bye!